In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 main problems that are stopping you from getting your offer to $1 million a month or more right now. And so this is particularly for you if you are a business owner who is still doing the sales yourself or managing a sales team yourself. And I'm going to walk you through the 3 problems that are holding you back from getting there fast. And so if you don't know who I am, my name is Adam Taylor. And over here at Nomadic Closer, we run a done-for-you sales growth firm where we run, manage, build, train, hire, fire sales teams for you, completely done for you, hands off and hands free. Our speciality over the last years has been in taking teams from $100,000 to $200,000 a month to $1 million a month in revenue quickly and seamlessly. And I'm going to show you the 3 things that you're going to need to unplug to be able to get there yourself. And so I'll tell you a little story just to kind of drive this home. And so the very first offer that I managed, we took from $200,000 to $300,000 per month in revenue to just under $1 million a month in revenue in just 5 months. And this offer, that when I first joined them, the owner was essentially managing the sales team himself. He had 3 closers on board and he was very, very much stuck at $200,000 to $300,000 per month. There were a few prerequisites for this to happen, for you to be able to unplug these 3 things and hit $1 million a month in revenue. And this offer had these 3 things. It had marketing on tap. It had an abundance of leads and the ability to scale the lead flow. That is a prerequisite. If that is not in place, that is the first thing that needs to happen to be able to unplug this. What we did essentially is we uncorked and unbottled these 3 problems on that offer to be able to get it from $200-300 a month to just under $1 million, which is essentially like a 3-4x in just 5 months. And so it happens very, very quickly as long as you're solving the right problems. And if you stick around to the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what to do about these 3 problems so that you can unplug them and get the same result. So the thing we're all going after here, what we're really looking for, is the ability to scale to $1 million per month fast. And so the 3 issues that we see every single time that are stopping this from happening is, number 1, the offer, and especially you, the owner, has what's called tribal knowledge, meaning most of what needs to be done, most of what works, most of the absolute genius of your offer and your business is just inside your head and inside the head of everybody at the company. Nothing is written down, nothing is documented, there is no process to follow and therefore iterate upon. And so everybody is acting from a place of tribal knowledge, meaning this is just how we've always done it because I've been a part of this tribe long enough. Now, the second issue is that to get to $1 million a month, most of you have a theoretical roadmap. And this will always hold true for anybody who has never scaled their offer to $1 million a month or more. And so we theorize and we watch all the podcasts and download all the PDFs about how to get there. But until we've actually done it, it's a theory. And so talent is understanding first order consequences. If you're smart, you'll be able to piece together that if I do this, this will happen. What experience gives you is the second and third order consequences. If I do this, this can happen, but this and this problem will arise that I will need to solve. Or if I do this, this will happen, but it will have this knock-on effect if I do not put these things in place beforehand. And so what you would do is you'll take 1 step forward and 2 steps back by only theorizing and understanding first order consequences. It's the experience that gives you the second and third order consequences. And until you've done that, all you have is a theory. And the last piece of this is that you are a one-man band. You are either doing the sales yourself or you are running the sales team yourself. On top of that, you are doing the marketing, you are running the marketing, you are fulfilling, you are coaching, you are onboarding, you are running the accounts, you are a one-man band and you are spread too thin. Now, rather than having tribal knowledge, what we really want are battle-tested and documented processes. And the reason that this is important is because we cannot be consistently and constantly winging it. If we consistently and constantly winging it, we will be always at the mercy of the talent and the abilities of the individual. As you scale to $1 million a month, it would be lovely to feel that everybody could just kind of chip in and do their thing and everybody, gets the same result in a different way. But this is real life. It is not fairyland. It does not work that way. And so once you have a process that works and everybody can follow the process, the likelihood of a multitude of people achieving that outcome and getting to $1 million a month faster is much, much higher. And when the process does not work or no longer works or ceases to work, all you need to do is change the process and not 7 different people. The second thing that you need is you need to understand that there is already a well-trodden path. And so the oldest cliche in the book being, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to understand what is going to happen and when, and how to solve problems as they come up, and which problems are going to arise on the horizon as you go down this well-trodden path. Rather than hacking your way through the forest, hoping that you're heading in the right direction, you want to just go down the well-trodden path and get there quickly and safely. And rather than being a one-man band, what you need to become is you need to create an environment where you guys are the cool kids on the block. And so when I first, as a little side story, when I first joined that offer, the first offer that I took to $1 million that I told you about earlier, the 3 closers that were on that offer were, they were doing okay. They were all right. They were good guys getting decent results. But there wasn't this real great, amazing culture and vibe that people really wanted to be a part of. And so the issue that was arising was it was incredibly hard for the business owner with his very limited network and very limited attractiveness of his offer to attract new and better and fresher and more talent to be able to grow the sales team quickly and fulfill on the supply of leads that they were able to generate. And this came because they just didn't have a great culture, didn't have great systems, they didn't have great processes, and they were stuck in this perpetual 200 to 300 cycle, beating their heads against the wall and everybody getting frustrated as to why they're not growing. To be able to have great battle-tested process, you just need to distill it down to 3 things. You need to be able to warm people up before a call, you need to have a process to cook them on the call, and you need to have a process to finish them off if they don't close on the call. Essentially what this comes down to is having great pre, on, and post call processes. Systems and frameworks for setters to follow, systems and frameworks for closers to follow, great automations and great copy in terms of the pre-call sequences that people are getting, great presentations, breakdowns of your offer, questions to ask on the call, and a great system of how to follow up with people in what cadence with what materials. If you have these 3 things, you'll be able to warm up prospects, you'll be able to cook them on the call, you'll be able to finish them off afterwards. To be able to understand the well-trodden path, all you need to know is which are the numbers which are important for me to track at this stage of the business. We can track every single number and every single piece of data in the business, and that's great. But is the effort reward ratio going to be in your favor when you try and track everything and then don't really know what you need to be looking at and which are important? And that is why, if you know which numbers are important, you now need a system to easily track them and systematically track them and be able to display them on a dashboard so that you can then have a system to systematically solve for the weakest link. If you do not have this, you'll be punching in the dark, you'll be trying to punch smoke, and you'll be guessing constantly along this theoretical roadmap, heading left, heading right, wondering why you're not making any progress forward. And lastly, to be able to become the cool kids on the block, you just need to have a badass offer. You need to make your sales team and your sales environment a place that people want to be. And you can do this by having an amazing system from taking people who are not on your offer and getting them up to KPI and beyond very, very quickly with an onboarding and ramping sequence. And then you need to have a system as to how to increase the LTV, the lifetime value of each of your sales reps. The lifetime value of your sales reps will be determined by the length of time they stay with you and the amount of deals that they close or cash that they collect for you. If they only stay for a short amount of time and they don't close a lot of deals in that time, well, heck, we've only got this as an LTV for the effort that I put into going out and building a great offer, attracting the right talent and onboarding and ramping them. All I got back out of it was this, because they left and they didn't do much whilst they were there. And so by default, if I am able to have them stay longer and in that time close more deals, well, now look at how valuable and profitable that sales rep has become to me, because I built an amazing offer, onboarded and ramped them up in a way that They felt completely immersed in the company and happy to be there, and have great processes to follow to be able to close more deals, increase conversion, and ultimately make you a lot more money. With these three issues holding you back, the next logical question is, okay, well, heck, what do I need to do about this? Well, all you need to do, and this is the way we kind of systematically go about things at Nomadic Closer, is just look at these 9 variables and score yourself on a red, amber, or green basis. And wherever you see that you have reds, well, now we know that that is what we need to tackle. And we need to systematically, and this is exactly what we do at Nomadic Closer, we go about looking at the reds, turning them to ambers, and taking all the ambers and turning them to greens so that you can scale to $1 million a month fast. And so, if this is something that you would like our help with, just hit the link in the description below. There'll be a little link in there for you to maybe book in a call and have a little chat about this and see if we might be able to help. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to this because there's going to be more of this fire content coming out soon. Drop a little comment if you like this, and if you didn't, no stress, and I will love you anyways.